I heard my dad tell my brother, "Don't worry, we'll make your sister pay." That same night, I walked away and moved all my money. Hook. I thought I knew what betrayal felt like growing up constantly overlooked and undervalued. But nothing, absolutely nothing, prepared me for the night I overheard my own father tell my brother, "Don't worry, we will make your sister pay for everything." My world shattered in that instant, but what they didn't know was that I wouldn't let them take a single penny. Growing up, I was Samantha, the responsible child. I worked 2 jobs through college, clawing my way through life. Meanwhile, my younger brother, James, had everything handed to him on a silver platter. That taught me plenty about unfairness. But the sheer audacity of what I heard that night, that was a whole new level of cruel. They thought I was their personal piggy bank. They thought I'd just roll over. They were so wrong. I grew up in a middle-class suburb in Pennsylvania. My dad was an accountant, my mom a sales associate. From the outside, we looked like the picture-perfect American family. The modest 2-story house, the neatly mowed lawn, those annual summer beach vacations. But inside our 4 walls, a very different story unfolded. As the firstborn, I was held to impossibly high standards. My parents expected straight A's, perfect behavior, and mature responsibility from the moment I could understand instructions. An A-? Why wasn't it an A+? My dad would ask. Second place at the science fair? My mom would wonder aloud why I hadn't worked harder for first. It was crushing. Then came James, 5 years younger than me. The moment he arrived home from the hospital, it was clear he was different. My room had plain white furniture. James got a custom-painted race car bed and walls covered in expensive decals. I got practical gifts, clothes and books. James, he unwrapped the latest video games, toys, gadgets. "Your brother is still little," my mother would explain. "Boys need more encouragement," my father would add. As if being a girl somehow made me naturally immune to disappointment and neglect. It felt like a punch to the gut every time. By 10, I was doing dishes, helping with laundry, keeping my room spotless. James, meanwhile, left trails of toys and snack wrappers everywhere, completely consequence-free. "Just pick up after him," my mother would sigh when I complained. "He's just being a boy." At 12, babysitting was added to my list. I became the unpaid caretaker whenever my parents went out. "You're so mature for your age," they'd say, as if it was a compliment, not a burden they'd forced on me. Christmas when I was 14 still stings. I'd been asking for a laptop for school for months, researching affordable options. On Christmas morning, I unwrapped a second-hand laptop that barely functioned. 2 hours later, James tore open a brand new gaming computer that cost 3 times what I'd asked for. "Your brother needs it for his games," my father explained, seeing my face. "And you know, those games help with hand-eye coordination and problem-solving. What about my education? What about my needs?" The questions burned in my mind, but I knew the answers. At 16, I got my first job at a grocery store, working weekends and summers. Not because I wanted to, but because I needed my own money. James got generous allowances for simply existing. I worked 20 hours a week just to afford basics they gave him freely. "It builds character," my father said about my job, patting me on the shoulder, as if he were doing me a favor by forcing me into early adulthood. High school brought more of the same. I needed money for a school trip to DC. "Use your savings," they said. 6 months later, they paid for James to attend a 2-week computer camp that cost twice as much. "Your brother needs these opportunities for his future," my mother explained. My future, it seemed, wasn't worth the same investment. The pattern continued through every birthday, holiday, milestone. Full story on the channel. Link below. Click now and watch what happened next.